Thank you for coming to MTG Anonymous, your daily source for random free-to-play decks on MTG Arena. I would appreciate it if you would like, comment, and subscribe whenever you get the chance. Also, feel free to watch any other content that I've produced. I'll see you in the video. Alrighty, welcome to MTG Anonymous. So today, we are recording White Weenies. Well, everyone knows what White Weenies is, and no, this isn't a sexual innuendo. But let's go ahead and get into what this deck is going to do. First off, let's press this. Average CMC is 1.9, which is maybe the lowest we've ever gone in a deck, at least so far. There are 26 creatures, 2 sorceries, 3 artifacts, 5 enchantments, and 24 lands. Let's go ahead and get into the deck tech. So, first off, we have Beloved Princess. For 1 white, you get a 1/1 human noble with lifelink. Beloved Princess can't be blocked by creatures with 3 or greater power. So, you know why this is in here. Lots of our opponents like to play big creatures, so we're going to use that to our advantage by not being able to be blocked. So, give it that +1, and then maybe we'll have a way to give it +1/+1 counters. Who knows? Charm Stray. For 1 white, you get a 1/1 cat with lifelink. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control named Charmed Stray. So, after you've gotten one down, of course it doesn't trigger since there's no other one, but when you get the last of the 4 out, you'll have a 4/4, a 3/3, a 2/2, and a 1/1. So, we're going to be able to swing out, and then it's all for 1, so whatever. It's just a nice addition. Again, we want to get as many creatures as we can out with lifelink as soon as possible, so that way we can trigger one of the cards in the 2 slot. Next is Fairy Guidemother. For 1 white, you get a 1/1 fairy with flying, but it has the sorcery adventure called Gift of the Fae. Target creature gets +2/+1 and gains flying until end of turn. Yep, this does exactly what I want it to do. We're going to give something +2/+1, let it swing, use that lifelink, gain the life. That's what we want to do. We want to keep gaining life as incrementally and as quickly as possible. Hunted Witness. For 1 white, you get a 1/1 human. When it dies, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token with lifelink. Again, doing what we want. Getting lifelink. Grid for Battle. For 1 white, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. So this is going to go on our Beloved Princesses. We want them to be just a little bit bigger, so that way, since they can't be blocked by things with 3 or greater, we need to get it up to that 3 slot, so that way nothing that blocks it can kill it, hopefully. Or at least early game, nothing that blocks it can kill it. Ajani's Pridemate. You figured this would be in here when you saw 3 lifelinkers. Whenever you gain a life, put a 1/1 counter on Ajani's Pridemate. It costs 1 and a white for a 2/2 cat soldier. I have 4 of them in here because obviously the more lifelink we got and the more of those we have, the better this is going to do. Impassioned Orator. For 1 and a white, you get a 2/2 human cleric. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, gain 1 life. You know what this is in here for. So, play one of the Charmed Strays. No, we can't attack with it that turn, but if we have one of our Ajani's Pridemates out, we gain a life. It gets a +1/+1 counter, and it gets to swing. It's a 3/3, hopefully. Glass Casket. For 1 and a white. When it enters the battlefield, exile target creature an opponent controls with converted mana cost 3 or less until Glass Casket leaves the battlefield. This is in here so our Beloved Princess can get through. So if we swing, or if we have the chance to swing, but they have a 1/1 and a 1/1, we want to get one of those 1/1s out of the way. Use the Glass Casket to remove the 1/1. Beloved Princess is able to swing, especially after we've used Grid for Battle on it. So, and then also any of the high-powered 3 mana cost creatures, we can also get those out of the way as well. Angel of Vitality. For 2 and white, you get a 2/2 angel with flying. If you would gain life, you gain that much life +1. Again, every single one of our 1-drops, except for 2, well, 4 if you count the number of cards, gain us life, and so instead of gaining 1, we'd gain 2, and then in the case of the Charmed Stray, depending on how big they are, you'll gain that much +1. So, also the Impassioned Orator, you'll gain 2 life every time a creature enters the battlefield, so it's pretty important. Makeshift Battalion for 2 and a white. You get a 3/2 human soldier when Makeshift Battalion and at least 2 other creatures attack, but a +1/+1 counter on Makeshift Battalion. We're going to make this as big as possible. We're going to keep doing things, so yeah. We're going to have at least 2 creatures on the battlefield when we have a Makeshift Battalion. Preferably we'll have both, so that way they will both get +1/+1 counters each turn, so that's how we would want that to go. Lyndon the Steadfast Queen. For a white, you get a 3/3 human noble with vigilance. Whenever a white creature you control attacks, you gain 1 life. So, Ajani's Pridemate plus this is scary. Every time a white creature attacks, gain a life. Ajani's Pridemate gets a +1/+1 counter. Now, if you have Angel of Vitality, every time a creature swings, you get 2 life. Now, this is still the same instance of lifelink, so you only get 1 counter per trigger, but still. We're going to gain a whole bunch of life, and then our opponent will have to find a way to kill us since there's no infect in standard right now. Luminous Bonds, 2 and a white. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. In case someone gets, I don't know, a giant trampling Hydra 44-44, which has 44-45, which has happened in one of my games, we'll be able to make it so it can't block or attack. And then that just gives us lots more time to figure out what we're going to do. Mace of the Valiant for 2 and a white. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each charge counter on Mace of the Valiant and has vigilance. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a charge counter on Mace of the Valiant. So we're going to want to give Mace of the Valiant to the Beloved Princess. Now, that's not a flavor win, obviously, but because we're going to play lots of small 1/1 creatures, hopefully Mace of the Valiant comes out as early as possible. Once we equipped it to the Beloved Princess, after she gets above 3, then basically she's safe. We get to swing in with her every turn, and she has vigilance. So we're going to be able to gain life every single time. Or you could give it to the Ajani's Pridemate, which is already going to be big by the time Mace of the Valiant comes out. So you give it to it, put creatures out on the battlefield, and then boom. That's how we go. Prison Realm for 2 and a white. When it enters the battlefield, exile target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls until Prison Realm leaves the battlefield. When Prison Realm enters the battlefield, scry 1. This was in here for Oko, but seeing as yesterday Oko was banned, or not yesterday, 2 days now. 2 days ago Oko was banned, so Prison Realm isn't actually as good. So, we could replace it, but just in case we run into any other planeswalkers we don't want to see, we'll be able to do that. And then we have 24 lands, Castle, Ardenvale. Enters tapped unless you control it. Plains, tap it, add 1, or 2, a white and a white, create a 1/1 human creature token. Now with the Impassioned Orator, we'll get more value, losing 4, then I'm trying to make this make sense. So, we could either A, do nothing on our turn, B, play lots of 1/1s, or C, get a 1/1 human creature token. Now, because we have such a little mana cost, and we don't have any card draw, really, we're going to be able to basically make a 1/1 human creature token every turn after a while. And then, if Passioned Orator is out, then we'll be able to do things. We'll gain life each turn. Ajani's Pridemate will cause us to, we'll get bigger, and then so on and so forth. Idyllic Grange, when it enters the battlefield, it enters tapped unless you control 3 or more planes, which should be easy since everything in this deck is planes except for Castle Ardenvale. When it enters the battlefield, untap, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Tap it, add white. And then we have 22 planes, So, now the question is, how can we make this deck better? Well, there are plenty of ways to make this deck better, but the easiest way is to go this way. Heraldic Banner. It's a 3-drop. As it enters the battlefield, choose a color. Creatures you control of the chosen color get +1/+0, and then tap, add 1 mana of the chosen color. So, not only is this a mana rock, but it also is an Anthem effect, so all of our creatures get +1/+0, and then that's relatively important when it comes to how we want to do things. So, now granted, I don't see where to put it right now if we were to do a sideboard, which we only play best of 1 on this channel, but if you were to have a sideboard, this would go perfect, because if you know you need to make your creatures just a little bit bigger to swing better, then you should do that. Sorcerer's Spyglass is also a good one, so, yep. There was one more. God Pharaoh statue. So while this is way out of the way, spells your opponents cast cost 2 more to cast. So while we're able to play 2, 3, 4 spells a turn, they'd only be able to play 1 or 2. So that's what we would want to do in this situation. You could also get the enchanted carriage, but that's not actually as worth. You get 2 1/1s, and then the crew is only 2, but it doesn't actually hinder our opponents, so it's not necessarily worth it. Anyway, oh yeah, also, Weapon Rack would also work since it has the 3+1/+1 counters on it. You can move one over to the Beloved Princess every turn, make it a 4/4 and make it safe, but again, I don't really see the need for it, so... White Weenies usually want to play small creatures as fast as possible and then swing out, so... Welp, I have time on this one. Let's see, we'll play one game and see how well it goes. But this deck is relatively fun. It doesn't do well against massive removal, which has been pretty strong in this standard. So we got 2 drops, we got Glass Casket. Yeah, no, we'll mulligan. See, this is better. We got 1 drops and then the Makeshift Battalion, so we'll get rid of the Glass Casket. 1 drop, 2 drop. We'll get rid of the Hunted Witness. Because we can play the Charm Stray turn 1. Yikes. Play the Charm Stray turn 1. Then we can play the Gas Casket turn 2. Play the Makeshift Battalion turn 3. Get the Charm Stray out. So that's how we would do that. I don't care about that. Nope. It can't block, so we'll move that out of the way. Instead of the Makeshift Battalion here, we're going to play the Charm Stray, so this is a 2/2. Just because, you know, we want to be able to do things. Okay, that's cool. Angel of Vitality is also good here, so we'll play the Charm Stray first. Swing the Charm Stray. It has lifelink too, so hopefully they trade, which is fine with me. Look at the Angel. Oh no, they didn't trade. Okay, so they'll deal 4. But we could block with our Charm Stray and then play the Angel of Vitality. So I'm starting not to like that deck. Oh my goodness, you got to be kidding me. I'll let it come in. So play the white, play the Angel of Vitality. Yep. So we did a little bit of a gain there. Makeshift Battalion will come in next. We'll wait to swing, and then we'll swing with all 3. When it enters the battlefield, control. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. So this game is a wash, it looks like. Which this deck didn't do too bad, so I can't complain about it, but nope, no blocks. Grid for battle we can use to... No, that wouldn't actually do anything. We'll still do it anyway. +1, +1. None of them have Vigilance, so there's no point to swing. Angel Vitality will block that Order of Midnight because it's getting annoying. You could also block one of the Lifelinkers too, but... Block that, and block here. That makes that one or more commander just a little smaller, and that's what we want. So now, block off that one or more commander. We want to make this big enough, but it doesn't have vigilance, so we'll swing 3. We're going to block that Smitten Swordsmith because they're going to swing again. They didn't swing. Okay. Charm Strike. It has Death Touch, so we're only going to swing with the flyer. So hopefully we can stall them out long enough to get another... Oh, no. The deck is so annoying. It's entertaining me. Alright, hopefully we can get another casket. Oof. I think we just lost, actually, now that I think about it. So, block here. Block here. I don't like doing it like this, but I have to, and I need the life gain, so... That deck is a lot faster than I like. Oh, well, this is a good game. You see how the deck works against Knights, obviously. They had some good removal, got rid of Charm Straight early. So, that's it. I'll make it fair and let them kill me because, you know, that's a thing. But they definitely just won. Block here. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, there's no way to win. There's no way to live, so just block like that. And good game. We'll try one more and see if maybe it's just a bad showing. All the test games it did pretty good, but you know how that goes. It might just be camera shy. Some decks are like that. Hurt your feelings when stuff like that happens, though. But oh well. So let's see. We got 3, Fey Godmother, and Linden. We're doing good, that one. So hopefully they're not running Knight or Removal Tribal. Because that's so not fun. Now granted, we got quite a bit of removal in this deck too, so I mean I can't complain. Since there are 8 ways to remove things, mostly to get them out of the way for our lifelinkers to swing, but... So it'll be better for us if we just play them outright and then use Linden. Oh goodness. Play the Beloved Princess. Mono red, hopefully. Or hopefully not mono red. Mono red is just so annoying to play against. I hate it. And Passioned Orator. Swing with the Princess. Hopefully they don't go killing stuff yet. I'm not sure how they haven't. Mono red usually is killing things by turn 1. That's interesting. Okay, so they're Gruul. Got it. Play the Impassioned Orator. I'll let them kill this, because I just want to gain 2 life. See, now it's doing what White Weenies wants it to do. They need a green, and then they can do stuff. But, so next turn Linden comes out, we gain life for each one of these swingers. How they haven't drawn a green is beyond me. They're probably just being greedy with their mana bases, might be it. But I'm hoping that they use that collision, kill the Godmother, and then I can put the other Godmother out. Because that wouldn't actually be too bad. But Linden comes out first, and then the Godmother. Or, hopefully, we draw... What are they... I'm not sure what they're doing exactly. Oh, there you go. Now they got a green. But they lost that card, though. So, play Linden. Play the Godmother. Swing out. So now that Angel of Vitality will enter, and it'll get the +2/+2 since we're already above 34. Or we're already above 25, excuse me. So... I mean, I saw they have Gruul Spellbreaker, so... Which, once we get to that point, once they have it, then we can just stop swinging with our creatures and just swing with the flyers. Luminous Bonds that. Yep. So this deck... See, this is what the deck wants to do. That last game was not good. They could scoop here, or maybe they have a way to gain life. They don't. Or they're trying to look for a way to wipe the board. That doesn't help you. You get the +1/+1, but it doesn't have lifelink. Make a giant Ajani Pridemate token just because I can. Oh, man. Swing with everything except for Linden, because that's what we want to do here. Just because. And then you get to see that we could have had a 9/9 had we had the Ajani's Pridemate out early. Yep. So annoying. But after we end this game, that'll be it for this video. Obviously, as I like to say, please comment, like, and subscribe. That'll help us out just a little bit when it comes to YouTube's algorithm, so we can get viewed by more people. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Later.